okay? All right, so we're going to continue on. Number 3, though, has a lot of negatives, so you have to be very careful here. So what you're going to do is, once again, you need to get rid of that negative 3x. So we are going to add 3x to both sides. And what that does is that cancels out the 3x. Now, common mistake is students see this negative 12y, but they don't bring down the negative. You have to bring down the sign with it, meaning you take this negative 12y, bring it down, and now I'm going to take that positive 3x, place it in front of the 144, and because that 144 was originally positive, I'm going to add 144. Now, last step, got to get rid of that negative 12. Negative 12 is connected to the y through multiplication, so you divide by negative 12. And we will have to simplify more here, okay? So the 12s cancel out, so you're left with y. Now, we need to simplify 3 and the negative 12, and I know that 3 goes into negative 12 4 times. So this simplifies into 1/4 x minus 12. Final answer. Okay? Number 4. So by now, you guys should be getting the hang of it, okay? But I want to make sure that I keep explaining it so that you guys can check in. So I'm going to add 4x to both sides. You got to get rid of that 4x first, and that cancels. You bring down your positive 8y. You tuck the 4x in front, and now it's a plus 48. After that, you divide every single term by that 8. And now we simplify and we get y is equal to. So once again, we have to simplify the 4 over 8, which is going to be 1/2 x plus 6. So number 5 here, a lot of students just say it's already in slope-intercept form, but it's not. Because if you note here, you still have the 6. So this one's kind of nice because it's just a one-stepper where you divide by that 6. And you get y is equal to 1/3 x plus 2. Okay? Now, number 6 is probably the hardest one on here because we have this pesky little 1/4. So the issue here is that I want to get rid of that fraction. So like I always say, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply by the denominator. So we multiply every single term by that 4 so that that denominator cancels out. And I'm left with 1x minus 24y is equal to 48. And now that's in that nice form that we've been seeing throughout, where now we just have to subtract the 1x, cancel out, minus 24y is equal to, I'm going to take that negative 1x, tuck it in front, plus 48. And then after that, I divide every term by that negative 24. So simplified version now is y is equal to a negative 1 divided by a negative 24 is a positive 1 over 24x minus 4. So what I want you guys to do from here is I want you to try the you-try, okay? And I'm going to go through here now, and I'm going to write out my final answers, okay? You guys can work together on this as long as the sub allows. All right, but here are my final answers. So I want you guys to pause right now, try these on your own, and then replay it whenever you need to check your answers. Okay, so here's our last one. And then that's it for our notes today. Okay, so go ahead, make sure, whoops, and right there, all right. Make sure you have the correct answers, okay. When you're done, go ahead and try the explain the mistake. And then that should be our lesson for today, okay. So your homework will be based off of this today. Make sure you do it. Make sure you practice. Everything else should be pretty good starting from Tuesday.